Good evening everyone, and welcome to my first instructional dogfighting video. The first thing we're going to be talking about today is how to lead the target. Often overlooked, this is probably the most crucial thing for beginners to learn how to do. If you know how to lead the target, you're going to get a lot more kills, and you're going to stay alive longer because the people that you would have missed before are now dead because you know how to lead them and they're not able to get you. Notice how my crosshairs are about an inch in front of the plane. That's generally the rule of thumb. The second most crucial thing to dogfighting is definitely using your views. If you don't know how to use your views and somebody else that you're dogfighting does, they will always know where you are, but you will only know where they are some of the time. You will only know where they are if they're right in front of you, whereas if you watch now, I'm seeing where this guy is all the time. There he's beside me, I see him in flyby view. If he's behind me, I can look in flyby view, or I can look in my rear view and find him. If he's in front of me, I use my cockpit view as normal. Notice when I get close to the ground like that, I put back in my cockpit view, because it's easier to steer and maneuver in your cockpit, because you can see exactly what's in front of you. Also notice that I use all my views all the time, but I only stay in one view for a short period of time, sometimes only a half a second or less. This is because I always want to be able to see the enemy plane. And if I stay in one view too long, then I'll lose the plane and he'll be able to get on my tail. A lot of people make the mistake that the only way to win a dogfight is by getting the killing shot. This is not true. Oftentimes, dogfights are decided by which person can outlast the other. A lot of times people crash into the ground because they're in their flyby view and they don't understand how to fly it. Or they try to make too tight of a turn because the person is sticking to them tightly and they make a move out of desperation, as you'll see this guy does in a few seconds here. Notice that he can't get away from me. I'm sticking on his tail. I'm right there. He can't get away, and he wants desperately to get away from that position because he knows if he stays there long enough I'll get a shot at him, and he doesn't want that. So eventually he's going to make a tighter turn and he's going to miss. Right there. Tried to make a tight turn to get on my tail and he couldn't do it and he hit the ground.
Okay.
There's one thing you don't do in dogfighting. It's definitely don't go up. If you go up, you lose maneuverability. You create space between you and your opponent where he can make a turn to get on your tail. And generally you just provide a bad target because it's easier to aim. Most pilots that know anything know that the Mirage holds the most advantages over any other fighter planes. It's the fastest, it's quickest off the ground. It has double cannons, so it takes down planes a lot faster. In fact, twice as fast. Also, it makes wider loops, which throws off planes, because usually planes are used to fighting in similar loops, like the F-16, the MiG, and the F-15 all make pretty much the same kind of loop, but the Mirage makes more of a sweeping, wider loop, and it goes faster, so it doesn't really allow the enemy to get on its tail. Like if you notice here, I'm making wider loops, but he's still not able to get on my tail. In fact, vice versa is true. I'm able to get on his tail. See, now I'm on his tail now. And now he's going to do something stupid. Again, he's making moves out of desperation. Making tighter and tighter turns. Going up, I'm able to get him in my crosshairs even though I didn't have a shot because it was too quick. But right there I did. See that? He lost some health there, and now he's even more scared. So be ready for a desperation move. there it is. He tried to make a tight turn and couldn't make it. Another very important thing about dogfighting is never break off. If you break off, you might as well say sayonara. Notice here how I stick on this guy with the flag. I know there's somebody behind me right now. I can tell on my radar and I can feel him shooting at me. The flag is always first priority. Do you see that? I lost 3/4 of my health, but I also survived. And using my views, I'm able to get on top of this guy. Watch this. Now I'm behind him. And since I'm in the Mirage, he knows it's only a matter of time. But that still does not excuse him for doing what he's about to do. There, he broke off. Do you see that? Or not yet, not yet. There, he broke off right there. And if you do this, you're dead. Notice again how I lead him. And, yeah. Well, that's my movie, and I would like to thank Mr. Magoo for dogfighting with me and making this possible. Volt for helping me to edit the video, and Battlebug for some of the great ideas for putting this video together. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And I hope you all learned something from this.